All right. Yo, what is up, guys? We're having another day of reflection talks. You guys, it's the same day as the health is wealth. Why can't I just do it like this? Because it does hurt my fingers. Another day of health is wealth. So, like, health is wealth, right? Um, yeah, that video, right? So, I made that video and everything going around. Remember, it's the same day as this. But yeah, man. I need to talk. I'm gonna talk and feel like I'm gonna talk to myself, like, and that is like, dog. Like, I get it. Like, it's June or July, but we gotta go harder. We gotta go harder in June. We gotta go harder in July, man. Right? A fucking video of them popped up. Um, let's see. Damn, $26. I'm looking at my Roadie app, but yeah. Okay, so you look, Sam. Okay, so look. Makai. All right, I'm talking to myself, bro. You gotta like. I get it. It's June. I get it. I get it. It's like it's about to be the end of June. July right around the corner, right? It's a very special month that day because my mom is born on that day, right? Um, yeah, man. I can feel the wind coming through. So look, man, I don't know when I normally get wind and I talk about my mom, I feel like she's like right here already, right beside me. You know, yeah, I can feel it. But dog, like we gotta maintain focus and we gotta still try as hard as we can, right? You know what I'm saying? I hate to say this, but like there's a reason why he left this. There's a reason why he about to leave this job. I already put my 2 weeks notice in, July 4th, July 5th, my last day of security, right? My auntie, my auntie, my auntie Camilla was like, shit. She's like, shit, I would have left that job anyway. Fuck. but I still want to be on good terms. So I just don't want to leave on bad terms like my last two jobs. DHL was like, forget it, But Amazon, I kind of still want to be on like good terms. You never want to leave on bad terms. That's all. So talk to the boss lady, the head honcho. I already put my 2 weeks notice in, but there's a reason why you put your 2 week notice in. Let's be serious. Let's be serious, bro. You're not getting paid as much. They're being very strict over here, and you don't want to deal with that same problem that you dealt with at DHL, where you're stuck at a fucking warehouse for 12 hours straight, making only $18 an hour, and you couldn't have your phone, you can't have your speakers, you can't do none of that shit. You can't have no freedom. You know what I'm saying? You want to, at the end of the day, the goal is to be you're the one that can control. You're the one that has that freedom, right? And I get it. You got if you sometimes you got what the Jacob Batu say. You gotta get in where you can fit in. But it's like it's funny how the tables turn, right? Because he's like following the tribal chief's orders, right? But he did what he could to be the tribal chief for to get his money, to get his children, to be the breadwinner for his kids. I heard that man got 7 kids. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. But it's like back to the story. It's like we gotta have control. We have control of our own destiny, right? We don't want to be a slave to like the job or the things that we want to do. We want to be able to do what we want to do. Yes, the goal is to make money, but it's how the way we make money, pretty much, essentially. It's how the way you want to make money. I had a coworker by the name of Angel, right? I don't know if you ever see this, but like I remember he took a gamble, right? He used to work a job for $18 an hour, him and his girl, and he was working a position that he didn't like to do because they was making him move more and they was making him do more, right? Versus me, I'm in the truck, you know what I'm saying? I'm just unloading. I could take my time low key unless they have like a certain goal for us to hit that day. But he was just scanning packages, boom, 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 boom. I could tell, cause he used to unload truck with us, right? I could tell like he did not like that shit. He did not like that shit at all whatsoever. I don't like the shit. And he's an Aquarius just like me. So, us Aquarius, we love to have our freedom, man. We love to have our freedom. We do not want to be restrained. We don't like to be told what the fuck to do. I mean, I'll follow rules, but to a certain extent. So pretty much what he did, he took a gamble on himself, and he got him like a van, like a cargo truck. He been talking about it, but I didn't know how to do it. So he did like deliveries and like shit, and then he'll make about like anywhere from like 180 to like 250 a day. It'll still be like in that 18-hour span almost. But then I was like, damn, why would he do that? Why would he do that even though he makes the same amount? And my boy Steven at the time said, like, well, it's because I'm trying to sound like him. Well, it's because he wanted to do it his way. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to. Sometimes it's not about how much money you make; it's what you do to make that money. You know what I'm saying? And I can't believe I'm about to fucking say this. Oh my god, this is. Oh my god. I can understand the OnlyFans girl, but at the same time, there's like, see, they don't care because as long as they're not in the warehouse sweating their butt off, as long as they gotta take some dick, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't care. Some people say I just gotta take dick from like two men, I make like 500 in a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like at the same time, like there's always repercussions with that. You're giving out your energy, you're giving out your body, you're giving out your soul almost, because a woman's, is that her portal. That's what they use for, that's for like their manifestation, and like that's the consequences. Also, the reputation that they have behind it a few years later. You know what I'm saying? Now they're actually trying to get married for real, and then no man actually wants them. And if a man does want them, it's just like, will that marriage last? Look at Adam 22 for example. Not trying to throw no shade, but just throwing out examples. But back to what I'm saying, it's what you do to make that money. That's why I be doing DoorDash orders, Uber orders, roadie orders. Even though it's like a little bit wear and tear on my car, you know what I'm saying? I still get what that's the price I have to pay. So I just have to drive carefully, spend carefully. I just have to fill up my tank just not too long ago. Um, you know, but like also you also just gotta like, but with me driving people, like, and me having a car, me having to use my car as an asset, like there's like multiple ways you can make money. I can deliver packages, I can deliver food, I can deliver people. You gotta be careful with that too. You gotta be careful with that delivering people part, because you know people are crazy. Some people don't pay. Some people, like, you gotta stand 210. You gotta stand two toes down, 2 tons down. You gotta pretty much stand for yourself. But that's why I like making money this way, because it's like I don't got nobody telling me what to do. You just give me a job and then I'll do it. Sometimes I work best by myself as long as I have my phone. But yeah, man, it's just like with this job was cool for what it is, but sometimes you gotta close. In order to close one door, another door will, and then when you close one door, another door will open. Uh Man, hopefully I get this job at this water company. They're supposed to pay like 23 an hour. And also the reason why I did the security job too is because I wanted to do cybersecurity, and that caught me off guard. See, I was doing like cybersecurity. I'm just like, yeah, man. So we just gotta like, yeah. Sorry for like rambling, talking story, but like we just gotta like, my guy, my God, my goodness, we literally got to, we gotta do our thing, man. It's just like, it depends on what you want to do. Oh, and by the way, so let me first tell you another story, right? I was talking with my dad and everything, right? he was saying like he wants to be the head honcho of the company, right? He's already like a supervisor at the company, but he wants to be. Some people are hitting him up saying like some people from like Houston, some people from like from Denver and all that other stuff. They hitting him up saying, "Hey man, we would love for you to be our leader and shit," but he thinks like he might have to look like Barack Obama, get the low cut and everything. You know what I'm saying? Because like he thinks that he thinks he can't have like hair or dreadlocks like this because you know you're gonna look like a street dude. But we live in different times, so I get what he's saying. It's especially like back in the day because he's an old head man. He's in his 50s. You know what I'm saying? Um, but you know what I'm saying? Like at the same time, it's like he say he got braids in his hair, right? Got cornrows, but he say he might have to cut that all off in order to be in a higher position because you know what I'm saying. He just he wants to have power. You know what I'm saying? He wants to have power and make the good amount of money. I'm talking about like 200K a year. You know what I'm saying? Without having to do too much, and I get that. But it's like for me, man. After what I had to deal, I mean, I was like, I agree with him, but it's like you know, and they do that in a way, right? They do that because they want you to change your hair, change your look, and everything because they want control. You know, they want you to. Sometimes they say like the white people or the people in charge, they want you to look like them. So, and you don't have no control over them, then they pretty much can't sleep at night. He pretty much used an example for like what you gonna call it? What's that guy from the football team, right? Uh, I think he was coaching the Dallas Cowboys or the Green Bay Packers. I forgot what his name was. He pretty much was coach an NFL team. He got into it with the owner of the staffs, and then he went to college, a college team, and then he won the championship with the college team, and then he fucking and then he fucking and now the people in NFL want him back. Man, hold on. Let me see who I let me give me a second. Let me see who I have to look up. Give me a second. Okay, so there's like a few examples. His name is there's Peter, there's Pete Conger. Hold on. There's Pete hold on. There's Pete, what's his name? There's this guy right here. And then there's the one that I know, like there's the one that I famously know. Like they have a song after him. Nick Saban. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? But what they did, like they just proved people wrong. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the good part about doing things like that, proving people wrong. Um. So yeah, man. I mean, I get what he's trying to do. He got to do what he got to do, but it's just like, you know. I mean, it's like again, it's like, what are you willing to sacrifice in a way? For me, I'm not about to sacrifice my hair. I know that sounds crazy, but bro, I used to dream to have my hair dreaded, like this. You know what I'm saying? I used to like listen. I used to like when I was 6. I remember I saw a video of like Waka Flocka doing his hair like this, like with his dreadlocks like that. Like you know what I'm saying? And what I'm about to say, man, he my goodness, holy, like and I remember there was like a music video like waka, 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 oh, waka, waka, waka. I don't remember, it was like some type of music video. I'm like, oh, I want my hair like that. And I remember in like 2021, I told my mom I wanted dreads. There were a lot of things that I wanted to do. I was like, I wanted dreads. I wanted to get my hair. I wanted to get dreads, right? So I got my hair retwisted back in 2021. I used to come in this bitch with an afro, right? I used to have an afro. You used to like Norbit, Norbit from the movie. If you know, you know. But my goodness, that was bad. Holy. Uh, but yeah, man, I used to come in this. Yeah, man, I used to just. I wanted my hair to be like Norbit, but now I got it to this length, right? It's 2026 now. That happened in 2021 when I first got it. I even got the 2 strain now, which kind of was against at first, but I'm starting to like it a lot more. Um, Now it's like, damn, bro, this is 5 years of progress. You just want me to shave it off for some money? when when in the back of your mind, you can make other ways to make money without having to make that big sacrifice. And again, like I'm still dealing with the problems of like not a lot of like people are hiring. You know what I'm saying? Job market is pretty bad at the moment. Oh yeah, you just gotta keep applying, bro. Like how many times do you have to complete applying, bro? Like what? I gotta be like Cody Rhodes from undesirable to undeniable. Like, come on, man. Like it's like, damn, bro. Sometimes you gotta pull like a carrying cross every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? He was in WWE. He got fired twice from WWE. It's not because he was bad. He was a great person. He was great. He is great. He's the current fucking world champion right now, actually. But for a different company. You just gotta like it just some paths are different for other people. And unfortunately that's the path that my dad had to go through. Now and I'm trying to be the guy, but at the same time I'm trying to be the guy. I'm trying to like be able to do things on my own, right? But like how can I say this? If I can get a job with my degree, that would be perfect, right? But like there are certain things but the longer I do this shit, like in all honesty, like it just makes me want to do other things like content creation, like trading. So it's like the longer like y'all don't like accept me or like don't want me, it'd be like, well, damn, bro, like am I ever gonna get put on? Like shit, like by the time I look elsewhere, it's like don't be mad, be like, damn, bro, I wish we could have had them. Damn, bro, I wish we could have do this. Damn, bro, I wish we could have. Yeah, it's only so much I'm gonna take, and there's only so much bullshit that I'm gonna like take to the face. I get it. You got to play the game. You really have to play the game. You have to play the game. When you come into the job, you like, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes 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 yes, yes yes yes. Just become professional. Become professional. But then when you're outside of work, you can start drinking, partying, doing all that stuff. But it's like, you gotta play the game in order to get where you really want it to be. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta play it right. You know, it's like, and you never know what this world might do for us, man. My oldest brother, he been through some shit. Like he been through lefts and rights and all this other shit. Like he was a bad boy. Like he was not a bad boy in a good way, but he was like a bad person, and he turned around. Now he got his own moving company and whatever, and he's doing everything right. Try to do everything right by his daughter and whatnot. He's trying to improve his life, and he's trying his absolute best. You know what I'm saying? Trying to make up for his wrong. He's in home redemption arc. You know what I'm saying? It might not be how the way he wanted it to be, but this is the best thing for him. You know what I'm saying? So like, in any case, everyone has their own story and everyone has their own path. The best part is we get to choose which path. You know what I'm saying? Now you choosing something, it's like, again, like you either can like level up from this position or you can level down, or you can just hope and pray and then just hope and pray that, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I get this position or I get up in a certain way and all this other shit. My hand is hurting. My finger. Oh my God. Ugh. But yeah, man, like in all honesty, bro, like it's your story. Just you're in control. It just, are you gonna be in control or you're gonna let somebody else control you? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's all I'm gonna leave it by. So yeah. Hope you guys have a great one, man. Peace.